We're starting a new chapter now where we're going to take a look at how you navigate drawings using the AutoCAD interface. We've got a new drawing for you. It's called 00 Ground Floor Plan.dwg, and as usual you can download it from the library to follow along with the videos in this chapter. Now, this particular video, we're going to take a look at how we zoom and pan in our AutoCAD drawings. Zooming and panning will become second nature to you. You will use this functionality all the time when you're drafting in AutoCAD. Now, the reason for that is when you look at this floor plan that we've got in the drawing, there's a lot of detail there that looks very indistinct right now. If you zoom and pan, you can zoom in to specific areas of the drawing and obviously get more localized and work closely with the detail. Now, the majority of the time you will probably use your mouse to zoom and pan. So, move your mouse into the center of the floor plan and roll up on the wheel of your mouse. As you can see, each increment that you roll up on the wheel of the mouse, you are zooming in. Roll back on the wheel and you're zooming out again. Keep rolling back until the floor plan becomes very tiny, like that. And then just double click on the wheel of the mouse as if it was a button. You'll notice it zooms back to the visible extents of the drawn objects in the model space. That's how you zoom using your mouse in AutoCAD. Just use that wheel. The good thing is if you position the crosshair at the center of the area you want to zoom to, let's go for the conference table here, roll up on the wheel, can you see it's using the crosshair as the center of the zoom? Roll back on the wheel and so on. I'll just double click on the wheel to zoom extents again. You can also utilize the mouse wheel to pan in your drawing as well. If you hold down the mouse wheel, you'll see this weird little hand symbol appear. And then as you move around, can you see, it's like you're holding onto the drawing and moving your hand around, and that's panning. And it's really useful when combined with the zoom. So if I zoom in on this table and then hold down the wheel, can you see I'm panning around, but it's much, much more highly magnified. Incredibly useful to see the detail in your AutoCAD drawings. I'll just double click on the wheel again and we zoom to the extents again. Now, there is another way of zooming and panning. It's called real-time zoom and real-time pan. To do that, just make sure you've got no commands running and right-click on the mouse, and you'll see pan and zoom appear there on the right-click shortcut menu. Click on pan. You'll notice now the hand is there, but it's open. So move over the drawing, left-click and hold, and can you see the hand is grabbing the drawing? And you're now panning as if you were when you were using the mouse wheel, but now it's the left-hand mouse button. Release the left-hand mouse button, hand opens again, and you stop panning. But you are still in real-time pan mode. So if you now right-click, you get a context-sensitive menu. So you'll notice there we've got zoom. We don't need to worry about 3D orbit. We're not in 3D, but let's click on zoom. You'll now get a little magnifying glass. Position the magnifying glass over an area in the drawing you want to zoom into. And then left click, hold the button down and move up. You zoom in. Release the mouse button. You're still in zoom, real-time zoom. So hold down the left-hand mouse button again and move downwards and you zoom out. Can you see the positive and the negative next to the magnifying glass as you move the mouse up and down? Now, I can right-click again now to go back to that context-sensitive menu. You'll notice I've got Zoom Window, Zoom Original, and Zoom Extents. Let's click on Zoom Window. I get a funny little magnifying glass now with a little window shape next to it. Click, hold down the mouse button, drag, and an area will appear. When you release that mouse button, it zooms to the area that you've just specified. If I now right-click again and go to Zoom Original, takes me back to the original view, and I can also right click again and zoom extents as if I was double clicking on that mouse wheel. To get out of this, it's a right click and exit to get out of either real-time zoom or real-time pan. So there's plenty of ways for you to navigate your AutoCAD drawings using zoom and pan. My suggestion is try and stick with the mouse-based zoom and pan because you'll use that a lot more, because you can use that all the time while you're in the middle of commands and things. Going in and out of the right-click menu is a little bit more extensive, and it's sometimes better to use that separately when all you want to do is zoom and pan. When you're zooming and panning and working with lines, arcs and circles, the mouse tends to be the better tool to navigate with.